Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a model kit and to hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Bear Cave Lego, the site, the moat in the chat. If you're currently a subscriber, you can fly with those emotes. If you're not a subscriber, you can just say hi. That's totally okay as well. Julie Cooley is here, letting me know that at least one person is here. Lashberg is here. Yeah, Julie is here as well. Thank you very much. Jam is here. What's up, Jam? Happy to have some people here. Yeah, so it went peek behind the curtain. I use the dashboard, but I use it through the web. I don't use the app, because there's a Twitch app for the dashboard for desktop. But I just use the website because I'm already going to other Firefox tabs in this case. And right now it tells me I have 5 views, which is fine. Ooh, Aristofan just subscribed 33 months of tier 2 this meeting saying, "Evening, Pat." Thank you very much, Aristofan. Thank you so much. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego, the set them boat in the chat as well, if you're tier 2, for Aristofan for renewing their subscription. Thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate it. As always, very happy to have you here. What I was saying, so right now, if I click on a tab for users in chat, it will show me all the users. And a couple of them are like the bots that exist out there, like Nightbot, and there's some other bots that watch like all these streams or whatever. Right now, I cannot see any users in the chat. For me, I can read people that are in the chat. Like Dude Wants His Rug is here. Hello, Dude Wants His Rug. So I can see chat, but I can't see a list of users in the chat. And let's see. Let me do the math. So theoretically, if my number of viewers right now is everyone who has said something in the chat, which is possible, but I would guesstimate that there are more people than 5 people watching right now because, well, here we go. We got a subscriber with Twitch Prime. Mr. Hadel has just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, Mr. Hadel. When the number fixes here, welcome to Build Bear. Let's do the Bear Cave Lego. And Scythe, if you're a tier 2, like myself, Aristofan is in there. And thank Mr. Hadel for subscribing. When the number goes up and my subscriber number goes up, I will adjust it because we are on the road to 50 subscribers again. That is where we don't have to hit that tonight. It would be great if we did, but as always, this is a thing that I would like to do. This is a goal that I have, and so once my dashboard, if it updates, it should update me to 47 subscribers, in which case I will then update the number. But that is the goal, that we don't have to hit that tonight. I would like to. Dirty's here. What's up, Dirty? Happy to have you here, as always. What's up for tonight? Tonight is about model kits. We are building model kits tonight here on stream. I am expecting to finish up the load Astray double rebake from Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise. You can see that here. It's going to take a little time because we've got the upper body done, and we've got the bottoms of the legs done and the feet, but we got to do the tops of each leg, and then we have to do the connector, or the waist, and then there's not much weapons to build because honestly the weapons are on this kit. We've got guns coming off as cape, part of the shoulders, and then the arm parts are weapons. But we are going to have to transform this at one point because this kit, as you may know, has a front and like a back side because it's the double. It has 2 pilots, so it has a transformation into a different mode, battle mode. So we'll do that transformation, of course, which is why this has the leg here has a foot there and a alternate foot on the back. So it's got a foot on the back. That's where it keeps its other foot, which is silly. But we'll be swapping those out. I mean, you don't lose them that way, I guess. All right. Well, that updated. So I have to update this. Let me update this here in my properties, and we're going to make that 47 because we're at 47 out of 50, which is great. That's where we would like to be, is obviously 50. If we don't hit tonight, again, that's okay. We're at 11 viewers, which is good. That seems like a reasonable number to actually be at. And still can't see users in the chat in the dashboard, but that's okay because I can see you actually writing in chat. I just don't see the list, and that's fine. But yeah, we're going to work on a model kit. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk about some stuff and some things. I spent my day doing various nonsense things, sent a lot of emails, did some work in the yard, as is my everyday occurrence in my life right now. Is working in the yard. Oh, I don't enjoy it, and it's hot. There's air conditioning, but it's still hot. Anyway, we're about done here with our intro portion. We'll get into the model kit building. I'm going to retweet my tweet, get the word out, see if a few more folks want to join us. We got to finish up this high grade. Then we got to start another high grade. I am expecting in the mail tomorrow. It appears to be that I am going to be getting a Lego set in the mail that somebody bought. So that's exciting. That'll be tomorrow, I believe that arrives. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I got that coming. And that's gonna, I'll do a mailbag video about that, and then that'll be what I build after the Moon high grade, which we're gonna be starting. And I have a bunch of stuff coming in the mail. I got one thing today that I pre-ordered back in January, and then I've got the kit that I bought yesterday, or no, sorry, this week. The kit that some of y'all voted on what I should build. That came in the mail, or that's coming in the mail tomorrow. So that's very exciting. I've got some high grades coming in. So the backlog was low, is now no longer low. The backlog is now substantial. The backlog for a minute there was a high grade, a master grade, and a Lego set. And I was like, oh, that's not good. Especially because no one has ever voted for the Strike Noir that I have, that master grade from like 2007. Nobody's like, oh, you got to build that next. But I will at some point because I bought it at Christmas. I bought it. I'm going to build it. But always having that has been pretty good. All right, so I did my retweet. I'm going to check this message right here. Oh, I got retweeted. That's very nice. Oh, there's a YouTube video for me to watch later. That's good. They hadn't put up a YouTube video that I usually watch Thursdays evening. A YouTube video I usually watch on Thursday evenings. Checkpoint from the fine folks at Loading Ready Run. They didn't put it up until now, so that's okay. It just means I get to watch it after the stream and not before it, and that's all right. Welcome, everybody. We've got a bunch of people here in chat. As always, you're welcome to hang out. Chat if you'd like. If you're more of just an observer, if you like having like the audio while you do other things, or you're just like, that's just not your deal, feel free to just relax and enjoy. If you want to chat along as we talk about things, you're more than welcome to do that. If you have questions about this kit or any kit at all, hey, Mariner Nate, welcome. If you have any questions at all about high grades, anything that I'm doing as I assemble, my process, anything like that, always feel free to ask. If I say a term and you're like, I don't know what that means, ask for clarification. I get very used to terms that I mentioned, both about model kit building and, of course, anime and wrestling and all the other stuff. I get very into terminology, and sometimes I forget that not everybody knows that stuff. So feel free to call me out on it. We are building here. We're going to get the components we need. As you can see, top half basically done. We're going to put that aside. We'll put that over here so you can see it right over there. We're going to work on... we're going to call this the right leg because these legs are identical up until this point. So we're going to call this the right leg, and we are going to assemble some parts here for the upper thighs, basically, and then we'll get that ready. But yeah, all right, let's get into it. We got to talk about this. We don't have to talk about this, but so. I wonder if we're ever going to know what's up with the voice of Sonic. Because the voice actor for Sonic was on the Sonic Central, which is basically a Sonic-focused direct, like a Sega Direct with Sonic-focused, because, big anniversary and all that. So they had the voice of Sonic in the video games and some media as well, some animated things as well. He was on there being like, I'm so excited about the next thing and the year, this year and all this other stuff. And it's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And I had forgotten that in January of this year, I believe, maybe it was last year, but I believe it was this year, he made like a Twitter announcement that it was like, I am no longer the voice of Sonic. And it was like, what? and then there was nothing. And, you know, people didn't know what was going on. Some people made the assumption, well, are they going to have Ben Schwartz, who is the voice of Sonic in the movie, the first movie, and you know, the second movie, is Ben going to like do voices and things as they come out? What's going on? What's up with this gentleman? You know, there was also conjecture. Are they going to get Urkel back? Julia White, is Julia White going to come back to voice Sonic and stuff? You know, people didn't know. And then he's there, so it's like, what happened? And we don't know. And maybe we will someday, or maybe we'll never know what happened. Maybe his contracts just expired, and because there wasn't the game was in development, but they didn't negotiate with him at that point, and maybe somebody somewhere was just like, yeah, we're good. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but he's back. Now, I should say this. This is an important thing to say when talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, is to say, we are not, as a collective here, y'all in the Bear Cave, and myself, another member of the Bear Cave, of course, did anything come out in the interim when he wasn't voicing Sonic? No, Lashbrook. There was nobody, like, it's not like there's going to be an asterisk and then he's back. It's not like a Bond thing, you know, like there have been Bond actors who, like, did it and then came back. There wasn't anything in between. But it was still odd that he announced that he wasn't doing it. But no, what I want to say about Sonic the Hedgehog is, if you like Sonic the Hedgehog, that's great. If you like the modern video games, that's great. If you only like Sonic 1 and 2, if, you know, Sonic R is your favorite, if Sonic Spinball is your jam, if you like the games, if your favorite Sonic game is the BioWare-produced DS RPG that came out, and that's the only Sonic game you ever really liked, or Sonic Mania is your favorite, or you like Sonic racing games because they're fun and whatever, or you don't care about Sonic, all of those things are valid and fine. But we are not here to say that every Sonic game is a good game, and we are also not here to say that no Sonic game has ever been good. We're not going to play either of those. There have been good Sonic games. There have been many, many bad Sonic games. Now, I don't remember anything about Sonic Colors, but I don't think it was well received. But that doesn't mean anything, because there are people who believe that every Sonic game is good. The Werewolf one, 2006, Sonic 4. One of the biggest lines I ever saw at PAX was was people waiting to play Sonic 4 at a PAX. That line was tremendous. And it was like, okay, I knew they were out there. They're also right here. Cool. But you can like Sonic games, or you can choose not to like Sonic games, and it's fine. I don't care. But we're not going to be here to say, like, well, like it's wrong that people like them. There's nothing to like about them, or yeah, they're brilliant and amazing, and everyone is a fool for not believing it. It's somewhere in between. The only Sonic I played through is Sonic Adventure. It was amazing for a launch title. Totally. And there's stuff to like about Sonic Adventure too. I enjoyed Sonic Adventure. I have enjoyed many Sonic games, more than some, less than others. But I have some Sega Defenders on my timeline, and it's fine to be a Sega Defender if you were a Sega kid or whatever. If you were a Sonic lover, that's totally okay. But I do think that there were people that were like, there are people who were like, why did they even put this out? These are just trailers they could have put out. Why have this big thing? That they teased a new Sonic game. That's it. Kind of teased a new Sonic game, like that's a tease for a new Sonic game. And then a bunch of old Sonic games are coming out. And there's a cartoon. And what else? And then there are other people that are like, I like this better. I'm more excited about this. I'm more excited about the Sonic franchise than anything Nintendo is saying, which is, like, I understand hyperbole. And I also understand your gut feelings. But if you're more excited about very old Sonic games and a maybe okay Sonic game, fairly recent okay Sonic game, and a logo for a new Sonic game and no more information, if you're more excited about that than Breath of the Wild 2, I mean, okay, you can be that way. That feels very weird and kind of feels not genuine to say that. But whatever. The heart wants what it wants. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, but basically, I'm happy that people are happy. That was that. Like, I'll say this. There's a bigger chance that I will be playing a Sonic game this year or next year than there is that I will be playing the other thing that came out in video games today, which was the state of play for the next Horizon game. Because I don't own a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 4. So I don't expect to be playing that game. I will certainly watch streamers that I like playing that game. I'm sure I will have an okay time watching that. But I don't, I'm not going to be playing it. I'll probably watch some footage of people playing and having a good time with it. Hello, welcome, Words Maybe. Happy to have you here. But yeah, so there was a Sonic Direct, Sonic Central. Also, there's a big birthday party for Sonic, and Sonic and I share the same birthday, June 23rd. So I would hope that you would rather, maybe the times won't conflict, but if they do, I hope you decide to come to my birthday party, which is going to be a Wednesday video game stream, instead of going to Sonic's birthday party. But I understand if you choose to go to Sonic's birthday party instead. Sonic's having a big birthday party on the 23rd. I don't know what time it is. Hopefully it won't conflict. Hopefully it won't be an evening, and you can do both. You can celebrate both birthdays. I don't know how they don't have anything about the movie. Just let Ben Schwartz vamp for 5 minutes. Because Lashbrook, the Sonic team that handles the video games has nothing to do with the movie. Honestly, they don't have anything to do with the Netflix show. That is I am assuming that Netflix asked for that slot. And that was not, because the movie has nothing to do with, because I'll tell you this, there are a lot of people right now working on a Sonic video game who will see the Sonic movie when we see the Sonic movie, because it's nothing to do with them. They also haven't seen anything from the TV show, probably. Because those are different things. They're very different things. So, also, anyone watching the Sonic Central, not anyone, a lot of people watching the Sonic Central are probably going to go see that movie. So, Lashbrook, the thing is, they don't have to, because a lot of people who saw the first movie are never going to play a Sonic video game. They're never going to. Maybe they might pick one up. Maybe they picked up Sonic Mania. Maybe there was a bump. Maybe they picked up one of the other games. A movie audience, a general populist movie audience, if they're going to, you know what? So here's the thing. Information about Sonic 2 is going to show up at a sporting event, at a halftime at a sporting event, third quarter, something like that. It's going to show up in a big television market. It's not going to show up at a video game thing, because video games are huge, but they're not movie huge. They might be Netflix huge. So yeah, you might see another thing this year with Sonic, and you see a little bit about the cartoon because it's a Netflix thing and it's a cool thing for them to mention. But yeah, the people who are making the Sonic movie don't give a shit that there was that I don't think anyone who has any control or any power even knew that today happened. What do they care about Sonic the video game? They don't give a shit about Sonic the video game. They literally created new. They didn't even base it on it lore. They like have characters. They don't whatever. They made a movie. It's that. What do they care? They don't care that there was a thing about Sonic the Hedgehog today. Why would they? Why would they care about that? They already got the license. And they had a hit. I know the second movie has set photos and a title card teaser that's already been out for a while, so it's unsurprising they didn't show anything. Yeah, I mean, look, they probably have something. They can show us a teaser of, like, look, could they have shown us a teaser of Knuckles? Sure. Or, you know, or Tails or something. Sure, they could have. But it doesn't help them. It doesn't matter to them. Because it's just a thing that happened on the internet. Because not anyone, but a lot of people who are watching that are going to go to the movie anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, a movie like that cares about billboards and and then Ben Schwartz will do a lot of cool shit. He will do big things to promote the movie. You know, he'll do the big TV late night shows. He might even do some daytime stuff. But then Ben the Man will say, hey, management that supports me, agents and managers and all of those things, is there anything cool coming through? Can I do anything cool and fun on the internet? And they'll say, oh, we have this and we have that and we have this thing. And then he'll like see a DM from somebody that he really likes, you know, and he'll be like, cool. And he'll go, oh, yeah. I'll do a Polygon interview. Sure. I like Polygon. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and I'll do this and I'll do that. And, oh, cool. I can do, it's like, yeah, we got you this and this. And he'll go, oh, sure. Yeah, I'll be on that internet thing. That's big. I'll do that. I'll go back to this. I like these people. Okay, sure. I promised them I would do this again. I don't know who that is. Oh, wait, someone is mad and doesn't want me to do one thing. Okay. Oh, that person got canceled. Okay. And they're like, sure, great. Like, Ben's going to do a lot on weird Ben stuff because Ben wants to do weird things. And then, like, maybe he'll do some outlets that someone he knows from comedy works at. Like, maybe he'll actually see something and come through and be like, oh, sure, I'll do that. And then maybe he won't. But that's more about Ben than it is about, like, the massive thing, mechanical machinery of working in the entertainment industry. It's more about, like, he can still be under the radar about doing, like, some nonsense YouTube stuff. Which is great. It fucking rules that he can still do that. He is still at the point now where he doesn't have to limit himself to just, like, big things, and he can do fun things. Like I said, like doing a weird video for Polygon where he and Pat Gill are just weird. Like, I don't know if he'll do another one of those, but he got to do it. And it's cool for us. And it's fun for him. And then he'll have to do something and somebody will come through and he does a bunch of stuff that, like, we never see and it's whatever. And, like, yeah, we'll never see those things because we don't watch those things. But, like, a cousin of mine will watch Entertainment Tonight and be like, oh, they were on the set, blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, oh, you know that guy, right? And I'll go, oh, cool. Yeah, I had no idea he was on Entertainment Tonight. Sure. That's cool. I mean, it's fucking cool. Oh, we finished up that sheet. We'll put that there. I don't know. I'm happy for him. I always am. Ben's a good dude, and I'm glad that he's doing cool shit. But yeah, those are the direct things. I watched them today. I watched people talk over them because I didn't care as much. I didn't watch the Horizon Live because I'm not like super into that. I am slightly bummed that the guy who wrote the second Horizon game, um, isn't with the team anymore because he also worked in the first game. Because he had like weirdly went after Waypoint for some articles, and it was like a whole thing. And it's like, oh, he won't be able to do that again. Okay. Who else is gonna be out there defending their choices in various situations? Like, oh, somebody else is gonna have to be out there to be like, no, we didn't say it like this. Because what? No, this isn't an attack on indigenous people. It's nothing to do with that. What do you say? What are you talking about? We interviewed like 3 people that said this was cool. I don't know what you mean. Considering the last mainstay game came out in 2017, it's nice to finally see a game teaser. Oh, yes. I mean, it is to have more Sonic. Yeah, it's cool to have a teaser of a new big Sonic game. I hope it fucking kicks ass and everyone's psyched about it. But yeah. Like I said, I will definitely watch people play Horizon, the new Horizon. Sounds like a game that I will watch people play and be like, cool, cool. Put that there. Got a leg. We got one leg done. We're building the other leg. Then we're going to build a waist and put this whole thing together. Then we're going to work on the Moon Gundam. The Moon Gundam. I don't want to talk too much about wrestling because I know so few of you care. This is, I guess, mostly for Lashbrook. But we could talk about the larger implications of... so, not too long ago, Cody, the husband of Brandy Rhodes, Cody, the son of Dusty Rhodes, actual son of Dusty Rhodes, he did a promo. Happy Horizon. Happy for Horizon. Yeah, fans too. Indeed. Yeah, indeed, Glenn. I'm psyched for people that like the first game and like the DLC and want to play more of it. Didn't get his name back recently. Yeah, so Lashbrook, I can't remember if he can beat Cody Rhodes. They were getting around it by saying Cody and Brandy Rhodes. That's how they were getting around it for a while, but he might have the Rhodes name again. I don't know. I cannot tell you if he has that. But anyway, Cody, he cut a promo the other day, getting ready for his wrestling thing, you know. So a storyline that like totally fucking works and is great is that, you know, he considers himself, so his dad was the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Well, he called himself the American Nightmare, which is fucking cool. I'm going to tell you, that's cool. Just being like, I'm the American Nightmare, Cody, you know, and it was just like, that's cool. I actually think that was a neat nickname and cool. So he had like basically a large group of folks, right? Family. Some old timers to have his back, his brother, some people that he rode with on the road for a long time. His wife had a little sub-stable within it for a bit, a whole thing, right? And they called it the Nightmare Factory. And some of them were like trainees and, you know, up-and-comers. And it was just like, hey, having Cody Rhodes having your back, that's a big deal. That's good shit, right? So, of course, what you have to have is members of the Nightmare Factory are like turning against him. You know, he's a babyface, and some of these guys are like, we don't need you. You actually hold us back. This is bullshit. We're doing things our way from now on. And it's like, oh, cool, right? Because this will make stars. This will make a few people huge because they will work with this big guy and win or lose. Like they'll get some wins in, they'll get some TV time, they get to work with somebody great. If they, you know, if they got mic skills, they can showcase it and get promos and airtime. And by association, this will be a good thing for them. So Cody Rhodes is going to be in a match with Anthony Ogogo, which is a pretty great name, Anthony Ogogo. And in a twist that I did not know, like I said, there's backstory here, right? There's the factory, there's turning your back on people, there's taking sides. There's a lot, right? There's already so much. You know what this angle didn't need? Nationalism. And that's what it got. Because for reasons I don't quite understand, they're making this a national thing. Because, wait, where? So I'm going to look up the actual Anthony Ogogo. Anthony Ogogo. That's Ogogo. So the thing is that he is English, which is rad. That's awesome. He's from England. And normally, if you're English, yeah, that could be your whole thing in American wrestling. That's not Anthony Ogogo's whole thing. His whole thing is, I'm an Olympic athlete and boxer, and now I'm a wrestler. But, like, it's not like he's just like, America sucks. And that's kind of what they're doing. Yeah. So, Jam, so this particular storyline has become us versus them. So Cody gave a very ill-conceived promo where he is taken his dad's nickname and said, I am no longer, the Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare. I am the American Dream. And my dream is my half-black, half-white baby, to the effect he said that, unborn child will grow up and can do whatever she wants. And this weird, like, patriotic, like, look, is a large portion of their audience, live audience, Southern? Yeah, because they only do shows in the South because of COVID. So they're doing shows in the South. So will their live crowd be particularly Southern? Sure. Is blind patriotism, like, does that put butts in seats? It can. But, like, this just seemed out of everything, totally unnecessary, because it's not that Anthony Ogogo is setting himself as a foreign heel. He's just British. Like, he's just British. And his faction isn't all Brits. What are we doing here? Who the fuck, like, what? Like, I don't need you. Like, the fact that it's not a, like, I was like, is this going to be a fucking flag match? Or, like, what's going to happen here? What's going on? And the real thing that sucks is, he's not a heel, he's just British. Yeah, Aristophan. Now, to be fair, he is a bad guy. Because he is part of the crew that are turned their backs on the Nightmare family and the Nightmare factory and are like, we don't need you, and in fact, you've been holding us back. So they are considered the heels in this situation. And that's fine. You know, he can cheap shot people all he wants, and he can be whatever. But, like, him being British wasn't a part of it until it is. And it's like, what does that even mean? Like, what are you talking about? And, like, it'll work. Also, I should point out, last week did say he focus tested the promo pad, which is great because it got a reaction that I really enjoyed. Silver Streak just subscribed 15 months. Now is a subscriber tier 1. Thank you so much. Such a long time. Good evening. Good evening to you. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego site emote in the chat. And thanks Silver Streak for that long 15-month streak. Thank you so much for renewing your subscription. Really appreciate that. And that is such a long time. Good evening. So some people are like, I don't like that Cody Rhodes did this terrible promo. And some people were like, I don't like that Cody Rhodes focus tested a promo. What are you talking about? And then I like that some people are like, I don't like that Cody Rhodes focus tested a promo and then still did the promo. What was the... Was it just people that went, okay? Was it just his wife that went, I guess? Was it a wide variety of wrestlers? Like, who was in the focus test? And what did they say? And did you actually listen to them? And what did you change? Oh God, what did you change? What is something that you were like, oh no, okay, well they said I definitely can't say that, so I won't say that. Okay. Oh, all right, well I'll say this. Yeah, was it a McMahon in the focus group? Yeah, there was someone. Yeah, that's a fun collusion thought, Silver Streak, that somebody was just like, yeah, I think that's great. Cody, you should say every one of those words. That sounds great. Good evening. Welcome, TXK. Happy to have you here. Welcome to the Bear Cave. Oh, we got to update our number because we are now at 48 subscribers, which rules. So we're going to hit 48 subscribers. So we are on our way to 50 subscribers, which is our sub goal. If we don't hit that sub goal tonight, that's okay. If we do hit that tonight, that's rad. Right now we're going to work on the waist, which there's the last 2 stickers we have to apply are there because there are stickers on this kit. What are you going to do? We got to put on B1. Okay. Oh, B2 is almost done, so that's good. Almost done with that. No B1 here. They thought it was good shit. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, it's also a bit weird talking about making a future for my biracial kid by beating up this biracial dude. Yes, Lashbrook. But it's the American dream part of it, right? That's the American dream that you can like marry a beautiful woman that happens to be black and it's okay. And like you're like progressive for a wrestler, so like whatever. Like for a wrestler, like you're not like like actually pretty okay, but like definitely have ally syndrome. Like you definitely like Cody Rhodes. Like when Cody Rhodes heard what an ally was, he was like, "That's me." Like there's like, look, I know this dude. I don't know Cody, but I know Cody. Like when he heard what an ally was, it was like, oh, cool, finally, a word for me. Like, he's had a moment going, what if the A didn't stand for, what if the A didn't stand for asexual? Doesn't the A really stand for ally? Like, I have no doubt in my mind that Cody Rhodes thinks that he doesn't even know, like Cody Rhodes doesn't even know like the terminology to say that kink doesn't belong at Pride. Cody Rhodes believes that 100%. Like Cody Rhodes definitely is like, I like the Pride Parade, but I just don't like people like in my face about it. Like there's no way. Like he doesn't even know the terminology, but he does know what he doesn't like, which is that. Like in your face, like do they have to be so in your face about it? Like they should have it and all that. I know that's good. But like, really, like there's no way that's not the case. There's just no way. Anyway, that's just an annoying thing about wrestling. Here's the thing. I'm supposed to want Cody Rhodes to win. And I don't. There's no way I could. One, I would like to see Anthony Ogogo win because he is the younger, less established talent. Cody Rhodes doesn't need the win. It does not matter. They can rev Cody Rhodes up anytime they want. He's not in the main storyline right now. He totally could and probably should be. And this is an easy way for him to get into the main storyline. But, yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Anthony Ogogo 100%. Like, there's no way I'm not. I hope Anthony wins and crushes him. I don't think he will, but I hope he does. Coincidentally, Cody has an American Nightmare Pride shirt donated to the Center for Trans Equality coming in June. Yeah, of course he does. Look, As always, I love to see people supporting, directly supporting people, helping people out, showing it. Cody, if Cody, hey, let's be real. If Cody Rhodes wears that shirt on TV, that moves the needle in some way. It makes it a little easier for someone to talk about it to somebody else. It makes somebody feel a little less alone out there. I'm sure somebody begrudgingly has a little bit. It does move the needle. It does matter. But putting people who are trans in positions of giving people like that television time moves it even more. And it is sad to say that AEW is the most progressive wrestling on television. And it also isn't saying much to say that. They definitely are. By default, they are the most progressive wrestling company on television. I think Cody's better than a lot of folks, but still doesn't quite get all the way. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Silver Streak, I think, like, it is a thing, right? Like, he is thoughtful in many ways, and he listens more than some people would certainly. And yeah, I think his, like, personal convictions are a lot that he would, you know, he has friends who are that he loves them, and he's, like, accepting of people, and he's not saying, I don't have room in my heart for you. But also, like, you know, like I think about his older brother, who in many ways is way more like really believes in his faith and steadfast in it, and but like is one of those people that's like, oh, my family member is this, and now I have to come to terms with things I didn't think I would. And now I am a better person because of a direct influence from a family member. And that is like good, but also like you hope for more from people. You hope, you know, like, yeah. But like it is a thing of like, okay, well, like a prominent black man is a black man is wrestling in a prominent match on AEW. Do I think that Scorpio Sky is going to pin Sting this weekend? No, I don't. Should he? Oh, probably not. He shouldn't pin Sting. It would be unbelievable if he did. I don't think he's going to. And again, probably shouldn't. But also, oh, what does it matter to have Sting win? Like, what does that do? It's advocating for things like that, that are tough and not easy, but like you have to do the work. It's why is the buy-in your only other women's match? Is it to give it time? Is it because it's easier to access because you can just see it? Is it because the work rate is going to be better than half the matches on the card? The work rate of that, it's like unbelievably going to be great. But like, okay, the NWA Women's title probably shouldn't be the buy-in because it's going to fucking blow. It's going to be great. Sure. I mean, Silver Streak. There are very good reasons to say that that Sting should not be in a match tonight or that this weekend. Oh, definitely. There is a very good, strong argument that Sting should not be in a tag match. Luckily, he is tagging with someone who seems to laugh at pain up until he can't anymore. So you have to imagine that Sting will not be in the match much, but also, and he will be protected, but also, then why is he in a match? You know, if he doesn't have to be. Also, obviously, Kenny Omega is going to win. But what if Orange Cassidy did? I mean, he's not. Like, there's no way Orange Cassidy. Like, they have to build him up. They haven't built Orange Cassidy up again for him to win that. You know, Omega is. They are slow. They are slow building for Page, for Adam Page to eventually be the one to defeat Kenny Omega. So it's not going to be. But nobody in the Elite is dropping the belts anytime. Lastbrook, actually, I would say that there is a possibility that Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston pick up the tag belts. There is the possibility if any belt is up for grabs. Because there's a tag team that are a heel tag team right now in a big cool group that want to compete for those belts. And Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus FTR is something that I think is coming because the Pinnacle, because the Inner Circle is going to break up and then we'll see heels again. But the best tag team in AEW right now are heels, and the champions are heels. So that is my guess. They have so many good actual tag teams. Give them the belts. Well, that's the thing, Glassbrook. They have a lot of good heel tag teams. They don't have a lot of good babyface tag teams. So if you put the belts on those guys, and then that's your angle. We're the best tag team here. We should be winning this. Because, look, was there an argument for SCU to win? There sure was. Did they? No. But there was certainly there was a good, strong argument for SCU winning those belts. But yeah, I would love to see. I mean, honestly, I want the best friends to win. I want the best friends to beat the Bucks. That's what I want. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting the best friends beating the Bucks. Even though that would be incredible. I mean, I know I'm not getting that, which is okay. Reform Roppongi Vice. You want to see Rocky with the belt. I could see that. But yeah, I want the best friends. The best friends collective to pick that up. I think that would be cool as hell. But we're not getting. We're not. I'm not getting what I want, which is that. Which is okay. It happens. Can't always get what you want. But yeah, if there's going to be any, I mean, obviously Britt Baker's winning. Like, here's the thing: if Britt Baker doesn't win, then she should quit because they are not. Like, this is it. This is her chance to win the belt. She's got to win the belt. She's got to win. What are they doing if Britt doesn't win? So that's my thinking. Britt wins, and then the only other belt that feels like it's gonna change hands is possibly the tag belts, but I also don't necessarily see that coming. I don't know. I talked more about wrestling than I thought I would tonight, and if this was just torture for you, I apologize, but I mean, I talked about it while talking about It's Her Time. Totally jam. I talked about it while also talking about other things, so I don't feel too bad because there were other things for me to chat about out there going on in the world of wrestling, so I don't feel too bad. But yeah, let's see other things. Oh, I had ribs, y'all. I had ribs on Thursday. I'm still thinking about those ribs. They were so good. That is the thing. I miss many things about New York. I am somewhat desperate to return. I miss many, many things about my time in New York City. One thing I don't miss, that I will miss about down here, if I miss anything about this place, other than my family, of course, is ribs sound great. Yeah. Give me all the brisket. Lashbrook, I understand. I like a good brisket, don't get me wrong. But a full rack of baby back ribs where the ribs just fall off right off the bone, and I'll just devour those ribs and just, yeah, give those to me. Give me those ribs. I'll eat a whole rack. I'll eat a rack and a half. I don't give a fuck. Some fat, some gristle, mostly just great meat. Just going for it, going to town. Oh, so good. The place I ate ribs at on Tuesday is a bar. It's not a sports bar. It's not a biker bar. It's just a bar. It's just a bar that once a week, they used to do ribs once a week, and it was their special. And people would come out of the woodwork. And then people were like, hey, what if you didn't have it just this one day? And they were like, I guess we're really known for like our burgers being pretty good, but I guess we'll just be an excellent place to get ribs just like here in town, and we'll just be known for our excellent ribs. And people were like, yay, now I can get excellent ribs any day of the week. And one day of the week, they're like $1 cheaper. Oh, so good. Oh yeah, I'm with you. Grew up in Bronx, miss New York, know his business, but Kansas City barbecue is pretty good. Totally. My dad is putting a brisket on the smoker tonight for dinner tomorrow. I'm stoked. Hell yeah, dirty. But yeah, I mean, like, this is where I'm at. This is where I am hanging out here. Me, your friend Pat. Like, sometimes I just want to go to a place that has the name of pig, something to do with pig, and pit in the name of it. And they just cook every part of the pig, and they've got like corn on there, and maybe a salad that's really just iceberg lettuce and ranch dressing and cucumber, maybe kebabs. But they do a corn on the cob, and then you just get all these just all kinds of pork. And it's called like Hog's Pit or like, Pigley's. And you just go there. Pigley's Pit, and you just get whatever. And you sit at picnic tables. And you just eat your fill. You pay by the pound. Like, yeah, sometimes I just want to do that. I want to eat at a place that's been around for 25 years and doesn't have any Yelp reviews. That still advertises that they're a Pokestop. And they still don't know what that means. But somebody kept saying they're a Pokemon Go stop, and they were like, okay, we'll put it on the chalkboard. I want to eat from some place where everyone there is covered in meat sweats, including the employees. And everyone looks very tired and very unhappy, but also totally psyched about working and being there. Totally unhappy and also having a great fucking time. All right, we are body complete on this kit, but we got to put it in weapons mode, and then we got to change it around. So we're going to take one photo of it in this mode here, just looking like it is, and then I'll show you the Robuster rifle, although I guess I can do the weapons here too. I don't feel like doing the weapons. Well, I can do these weapons here. I'll do one of these weapons. So I can take this. Oops. These things do like to come off, which is fine, because they got to transform. So this can go like this. Then I can take a beam. Show you one of the beams. Flip this around. And boom. Got yourself a beam weapon right here on the arm, which is neat. So you can just do that. I think that's right. Let me just see if there's any other way to do that. Yeah, you just flip that around, and boom. Got a beam weapon. So I'm going to take one photo like this, then I'm going to show you the other mode for this, and then we're going to flip it around. But we are body complete on this kit. There's some extra parts here from extra versions of the kit that we don't need to worry about here, which is great. But just a couple extra components from like a modification, because some of it is the Astray. Yeah. Or they'll be used in a different bonus kit. But we'll put this here. I'm going to take a photo like this, and then we will build it out. So I'm going to get my phone. There's always Mom and Pop Rib Shack, which caught fire and still smelled amazing. They rebuilt quick and reopened. Hell yeah. But yeah, I can't get enough of these like roadside, like incredible meals. I think we're gonna do the stand here. I think we'll take this and put it here. Take some photos with it on the stand. But we're about to complete. So we're gonna finish this up. We'll do transformation, then we'll take a pause for the cause, and then we'll start working on the Moon Gundam. That's right. This Gundam is from the moon. There we go. There's our Gundam here. Put this weapon like this. I'm going to take a photo. Then I'll figure out how to transform it. So there's that. And then, okay. So we got to put that like that. Okay. Now the Rope Buster mode. Rope Buster mode. We're going to take this off like this. We're going to put this back here like it's supposed to be. Then we're going to take the hand off. Okay. Whoops. Oh! All right, folks. I need to try some DQ builders before I go to bed. Have a rad night all. Well, you have a great night, Silver Streak. And thank you so much for gifting subs. You gifted 2 subs, one to Glenn and one to Isabella. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for that. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe emote and thank Silver Streak for gifting that 2 subs, which does take us indeed to 50 subscribers. So I can take that away. Thank you so much for doing that. Really appreciate that. Silver Streak, that you didn't have to, and appreciate you doing it. That rules. Okay, so this part comes out here. I'm not sure exactly how to do this arm thing, so I'm figuring it out as I go. So just give me a little time to figure out the weapon transformation. Hey, welcome. This hurts my head. Okay, so this comes out. This goes like this. We're gonna do it with both of these here. So we gotta pop these weapons out without the shoulders coming out. Pop these out. This goes like this. Oh, goes down like that. And out like that. We take the hands. Then you gotta pop these hands apart. Because you gotta put them on the weapons. Yeah, shoulder weapons that become main mounted weapons, which is cool. And then you how do I get these back on? Oh, I'll go like that. Okay. So now we're putting our weapons on the hands here. Got to split them apart. Put them on here. Attach it again. But yeah, so after the pause of the cause, which we'll do after we do this transformation, we will talk about some anime that came out last couple days, and that should be good. All right, and then so this, some on opposite side, we gotta turn like this. Ah, okay. So we turn like this. We turn this up, and then we connect this in here. So that slides in like this. Nope, that didn't work. And then that goes under the hand, and the hand connects it like that. Oh, this is pretty simple. This is actually pretty straightforward, getting these hands, weapons, things to work. It's not too bad. Just got to do a little finagling, but it works. And then this goes like this. And then the hand goes in here. And then oops. This has got to go like this first. What am I doing wrong? That worked fine. Why aren't you working fine? There we go. Nope. I'll just say there we go as I do it. And then it will just work, right? Oh, there we go. There it does actually go. All right, and that goes in like this. Oh. Sorry, folks. This is not as easy as it looks. So we'll just not do it. We'll just do it with the one arm, which is totally okay. There we go. Okay. So it goes like that. That goes like this. Yeah, so these look very cool, but they're not the easiest things to do on this kit, which is okay. It happens. I mean, this kit is trying to do something weird. It's trying to have a bunch of different modes, and it transforms, and I'm totally, like, okay with it being a little difficult on occasion, because it's doing something very neat. So we'll just do one weapon here. And then we'll just do this. Okay. So, whoops. I'm like, okay. Falls off. Yeah, so this is like trying to do a bunch of things, and it succeeds in some ways and fails in other. And I'm trying to be okay with that, because you would display it one way and that would be it, and you wouldn't really meddle with it too much. But here's what it's doing. So the shoulder piece you can see here can become a weapon that it can hold like that, which is pretty neat. And then it also, its shoulder thing or its arm thing can be a weapon as well. And these are all very neat things that this can do. And then we will display it. We'll take a photo, and then I'm going to transform it. And then we will take our pause to the cause, and then I will work on a new kit. If I can do that. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll be able to do this. All right, great. So let me just get this on its stand so that I can take a photo of it. Great. Taking a photo. Here it is with its weapon. With its two weapons, looking pretty cool. I'm going to do this so that it's under the light. So it looks neat. Yeah. That looks fucking cool. All right, so now let's learn how to transform this. So we've got to take it off here. We're going to take this off, take that off. Put this like this. Keep that there. So this kit basically has two pilots, and they can swap control. There is like the weapons version, and then there is the like just the more up close fighter version, and like the brawling version. And there are two ways to do that, or I should say, you got to switch things around to do that, and that's pretty cool. So we will be doing that here. I'm going to reform this part of the kit. This. And it does require a little bit of shenanigans to get going, which is fine. Obviously, I haven't done this because the kit wasn't built up until just now, so I'm not fully secure in my understanding of how to do this change, but we will figure it out as we go. We got to take this off. We got to take this off. Not have it fuck up. Please. Great. All right, so we take these components off. Do all this. Then we sorry. All right, so we take this kit. We do that part. Turn it around. And we pop this down. We pop the arms around here like this. Pop the arms around because now the back of the kit is now the front of the kit. We turn the legs around like this. All right, now this is the new front. The back of the kit is the new front of the kit. Put that there. Then we have to take the hands off. Wait, what? Ah, okay. So, oh yeah. Now we got to swap hands because we swapped the kit around. So now we have to swap the hands around so that the hands are right. Which in the anime, I'm sure they don't show the part where the hands have to flop off and switch over. They just suddenly work on the other side because we did have to turn this kit around. So we do that. We did that. Then we're going to basically swap these around here like this because the other mode is a battle mode. So we got to swap these around so they look like big claws, which is fucking cool as hell. So then we got to add in big old claws. These do look cool as hell as claws. So we'll do that. And now we need to swap these around here. So we take this part off this. This comes off. I don't quite understand how these go back on, but they do go on differently. So they go like this. Ah, I get it now. Oh, no. How these things attach, I still haven't quite figured out, which is bad. It's pretty ingenious that you can do this kit at all, but it is like been annoying to try to figure it out. I haven't like fully succeeded in understanding how to make this mode work. There we go. That, yeah. Okay. Almost done with this. Trying to like look this up to see how this thing is supposed to look when it's transformed. Yeah, just big arms. Okay. And then the head we have to do as well. But we'll do that. So in the end it looks like Sorry, folks. They don't quite explain this as much as I would like them to about how to make this transformation work. Oh, it's supposed to be. It's like that. This goes on this side. That. Nope. Don't quite understand it. I would like to, but I don't quite understand it. Just kind of going with it here. Alright, I think it looks like this. Nope. Nope. Huh. Alright, well, I'm not quite sure how to get these shoulders on right. The instructions are not great about how to do it. So I'm going to take this off, which I did. Take this off. That's off. That. That. Okay. And then you take this and you turn like that. Like that. Oh. No. This is excellent live streaming. Like this, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. They also don't show this step. They like don't properly show this step in the picture. They like kind of do, but not really. So I'm like, what do they actually want for me to do here? None of this looks right. What do you want me to do here? And then this just goes in on like that, I think. No. All right. Well, I am giving up on the shoulder pieces here because I cannot figure this out. I will hopefully have photographs of this for tomorrow. Also, you swap the feet out. You swap the feet out, and now you have new feet on it, which is the thing that this kit has, is it has spare feet. So you just swap the feet out, and you do like that. And that's the kit. And then you do that. Yep, do those things. Change the feet. Got new feet, new legs on here, which is cool and nonsense. And then, yeah. Oh, and there's extender. And then the face does a bunch of different things. Okay. Yeah, so I can't figure out these shoulder pieces, so I will work on my own time to do that because your time is more valuable than me trying to figure out how to get these new shoulder things. Like, I'll look on YouTube videos to see if anyone's done the transformation, to see how they do it and why I can't figure it out. So we'll just leave that as like an odd pile for now, and then I will come back to it at a later date. But yeah, we'll figure it out at a later date. It is cool, though, that it does that it has the back thing. So I'm going to take a photo of this, and then we're going to take a pause for the cause, and then we'll come back and start the next kit. So let me just take a photo of this. And we will move on to our next kit. But first, a pause for the cause. Welcome, everybody. We're going to turn that off. We're going to turn this back on. We're going to talk about ways you can support the channel. I'm going to get through this fast because I would like to get into the next kit, and that requires getting through this pretty fast. If you're currently a subscriber, if you've been gifted a sub, if you use your Twitch Prime token instead of Cash Money, if you use Cash Money, you've been here 1 month or 37 months, let's throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, the Mutt into chat. Let the people know that you're a subscriber. Love to see that. If you were gifted a sub, that's awesome. You can always gift a sub to somebody in the community. You end up on the leaderboard, and along with Fuzziskill and Fuzziski, I should say, Aristofan and Silver Streak, who just did a couple subs today. Also, bits and coins, always appreciated. We got Dirty and Harold and Dr. Jones in there. Yeah, being a subscriber is an easy way to show your support here. All the ways I'm going to talk about here are ways you can support the channel, none of which is necessary. You don't have to do any of these things, but if you would like to, it means the world to me. subscribing here on Twitch is an easy way to help me out. The money I make out here goes into the stream, continuing to do the stream. Another way to support what I do is join my Patreon, patreon.com/PatBear. There's a $1, $3, a $5, and a $10 tier. This week I'm recording, I believe I'll be doing it tomorrow. I am recording a Q&A video that I make every month that's just for my Patreon. They're the only people that see it, and being $1 member there gets you access to that. So that is an option for people that want to support what I do. Is another way to do it. Yeah, like I said, I have my Patreon, and there are different tiers of support there. If you would like to join that, it's a little different than joining my Twitch. I have a YouTube and my YouTube channel, and it has memberships. So if you want to join at YouTube, you could do that, youtube.com/PatBear. If you're watching this later on YouTube, hello. You can find all this in the show description. If you're watching the VOD later, hello. You can find all this in the chat. And everything I make through YouTube and through Twitch and through Patreon goes back to buying model kits. I just got an AdSense payout from YouTube, and I took that money with me from that, and I bought a very expensive master grade called the Jesta that I will be building in the future. It is literally coming in the mail tomorrow, I believe, and that comes from people who watch stuff on my YouTube channel and join my YouTube channel, which is awesome of them. Unbelievably great. Also, direct donations. I have direct donations you can do through Ko-fi and Streamlabs and PayPal, and so you could do that if you're interested. And all of that, again, goes into a fund that I used to buy model kits. The Moon Gundam, which I'm building next, that came from money from subscribers, from viewers like you. I know that tomorrow I'm receiving a gift from someone that bought something from my Amazon wish list. And buying things on my Amazon wish list, one, I shoot a video about it, so I'll shoot a video and it'll be out for my patrons tomorrow and everybody else on Saturday. And two, when I finish the Moon Gundam, I'm going to build whatever comes in the mail tomorrow. So you can go check out my wish list. I try to keep it organized. I try to add new stuff all the time. I take away stuff that is no longer for sale anymore, or maybe doesn't have no longer has a Prime, or I'll take it off for a while and put it back. But yeah, I've got Lego kits and master grades and high grades and all kinds of different kits, different prices. Ooh, that dropped. That is now, let's see. That is still 36, so we'll keep that there. Great. Free shipping on that. That's cool. Ooh, free shipping available on this kit. So I'm going to move the price down here. The G-Reco Elf Bullock, because I've never built anything from G-Reco. So that is on the list. And, ooh, the Victory Gundam is now down to $44. That's a good deal for that. The V2 Assault Buster Gundam, or Victory Gundam, I should say, is on sale, or is priced lower. So, yeah, I try to keep things organized. I hadn't looked at it in a hot minute. And I would be happy to build anything on the list. And as I said, I shoot a video about it, and then it moves to the front of the queue, bypasses it. Do I have a cool Gundam that I got from Premium Bandai that I pre-ordered before? Yes. Will I be building that next? No. I'm going to build whatever comes to the mail tomorrow from somebody that bought something from my wish list, and that's rules. I kind of know what it is. I don't want to say it until I shoot the video, but I saw it no longer on my wish list, and I know I didn't buy it, so that means somebody bought it, which is awesome. Alternatively, you go to USA Gundam Store, buy a gift card, you buy a gift card, they send it to you in your email, you get a code, you send me a DM with the code, and you can give me a suggestion of what you'd like to see me build, and we'll work out on something that USA Gundam has. I try not to pre-order from USA Gundam with your money because it takes a long time, and I did that. Harold was nice enough to do that a while back, and then they kept pushing the release, so that's a bummer. Also, I got a Death Scythe coming in the mail soon. I mean, June, but hopefully early June. It was May, June. Now it's pushed to June. I want to build that Death Scythe so bad. Coming from USA Gundam. So I'm very excited about that. A Discord. I've got a free Discord. That's a way to support me for free. We're going to get back to building in just a minute, but I do want to just get through this real quick. Join my Discord. It's nice. It's a nice little community. You deserve to have a nice little community of folks. Fine folks. Um, let's see. Videos. Pat Bear's Anime Club. The video I made this week for Pat Bear's Anime Club, I think it's pretty good. I think you'll like it. It is a fine video in which I don't remember what the video is. Oh yeah, best food anime. Sorry, I completely blanked. My brain blanked. Best food anime. Best anime that focuses on food or surrounds itself with the love of food. And I look at it from a couple different ways. I talk about competitive shows and also cozy shows. We got a really long, lovely comment in the comment section that I want to point out that someone talked about their favorites, including one that I like, but not as much as they did. So that was really fun. So check out that video. I think it's good. I forgot about it, but I think it's good. This week's Bear With Me. I just put out yesterday. Bear With Me is usually it is reaction videos, but I've changed it up a little bit. But mostly it's reaction videos. I don't know anything about Dance Rush or Dance Rush Stardom, but I saw this video and I wanted to react to it, and it's two people dancing to Butterfly, a DDR classic, but remixed for Dance Rush, and Dance Rush Stardom specifically. And that was just fucking fun to watch. So maybe you'll check that out. You can just see me be psyched about something. Okay, so I talked about those two things. I'm going to talk about some anime. Going to get prepped for that. Going to get ready to start working on this model kit. So we'll get this prepped. I'm going to drink a little water because that would be good. So you could have some water if that's something you would like. And then we're going to get into model kit building. Start a new kit. We're going to start the Moon Gundam. It's a Gundam with a big moon on the back. That's what it is. I'm going to drink a little water, and then we'll get going on the Moon Gundam. And we got to take this off. Yeah, that's off. Great. Drink a little water. All right. Excellent. So we'll get into some anime talk. We got to figure out the colors we're going to need. We'll start organizing this stuff as we figure it out. So we have a white. We're going to use gray with the white. So that's A and A2. Great. And B is also white. Put that there for now. We've got a purple, which we will use black for. And that's good for that. And then we've got D here and E. And E, we'll put those two together there. Looks like our colors are going to be pretty similar. We do have a red here, which is F2, which is F. And we got this beautiful, beautiful clear here, which is our moon behind us. So we're going to do brown on that as well. Our clear red. I believe brown's going to look good on that. We actually look at that. We might want to use black on this red because it is clear. So we're going to just do the back of it here a little bit. Oh, brown looks good. And then we'll do one test here. Yeah, I don't dislike that brown. Yeah, we'll do that for this. So we're going to still use brown for the red. Our colors are actually pretty similar here. So that's I. We got some lovely looking. So we'll do F here and G. Got some white, more white here. G. And then we do have a base, and then we've got some regular clear here, which we'll probably just hit with black, but we probably don't even need it. So we'll do that down there. And I know there's H and H. So we'll put this like this. A and B are there. C, D, and E are here. Oops. Oh, I dropped a piece. Getting it. Dropped it. Figuring it out. We'll throw all of these in here. And put these there. Then we've got a cool base, clear base, which we'll put aside. We got no connector pieces here, which for a high grade, is it always rare to not have any PCs or polycaps? But yeah, this kit has no polycaps, which is, as I said, not that rare, but does happen. Does not have any stickers either. It doesn't have any stickers. That is a little more rare to have a high grade with 0 stickers. Of course, it does have all these clear components. But yeah, no stickers, plenty of clear parts. A cool base stand. It comes with a cool base stand because it needs a stand. I mean, the stand is in the photo. It's got this big, moon on it. So it's a little different than your standard kit. But we are going to start building it right now. Yeah, part of the Gunpla Evolution project. Yes, indeed. You're totally right. It is part of that project. So it it's got doesn't have any polycaps, and it doesn't have any stickers. And for not having any stickers, that's pretty rad, and I'm enjoying that notion. All right, so let me just adjust this by moving this like that. And we'll get into building. Let's get into building this kit, and I'm going to talk about anime. As I said, that is a thing that we have to talk about, is some anime. All right, so we need F2, 6, and we need D4, 5, and 6. Okay, so it's going to be A, B, C, D. We need D5 and D6, so we'll get those out. Okay. So Slime Diaries. Slime Diaries is the accompaniment to That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime, which I am now, I should say, manga-wise caught up on. And I am now going back to the early manga to see, because I basically I started reading the manga to get, to keep going with the story before the second half of season 2 started. And now I am reading through the beginning portions to see what got missed and to read, the Veldora Diaries, which are just extra content, and yeah, just see the little parts that aren't going to be in there, because that has been kind of neat to do. So I'm doing that now. All right, we need F2, 6, and then later we need F2, 5. So which is F2? This is F2. Oh, that's G. This is F2. Here we go. So yeah, I'm liking that. And the Slime Diaries is the accompanying manga, or there was a manga announced in anime. I'll probably read that manga at some point. This episode, autumn is, leaves are falling. It's time to harvest. And this time they remembered to invite Trini, the Dryad, which is good because she was really bummed they didn't invite her last time. So they got the invitation in. They remembered to do it. So there's Rarina is a goblin that we've kind of only seen. We're like, oh yeah, there's that goblin. She's around. In the regular story, we see her in the very beginning when the goblins are trying to figure stuff out. She kind of stands out. But then we just meet the ogres and the orcs so soon after that she didn't get much to do. So it's kind of cool that this story allows for some of the characters who didn't have as much to do in the regular manga to have moments to shine, especially comedically. And she's clearly very capable of giving orders and getting things done. She seems on top of things, seems really in control. But also we find out that when she gets mad, she talks like a delinquent. And there's a joke that doesn't quite work because we're reading the subtitles, that works better in Japanese, so I will do my best to explain it. But she's talking like a tough delinquent, like a lower class, tough, oh, you want to disrespect right in front of Rimuru, don't you want to whatever? And she's talking tough and being threatening, and they subtitle her in Japanese with the translation of what she's saying in proper conversation. So they have to subtitle both of those things in English. They have to translate both. So it's kind of fun to be the top is rough and the bottom is proper. And it's cool. But like I said, it's more formal. It doesn't work as well for us than it would. The idea that she has to be subtitled in Japanese because she's just talking like a tough, rough lady. And then also they're she's so capable. She's she just gets the job done. She knows what she's doing. It is silly and fun, and I was into it. I thought it was cute. Let's see. Milliam and Shion compete in sweet potato harvesting. Who can do it faster? They're very competitive, which I like. That still is a bit in the anime, but they kind of play it up more in this, which I like. I like that they play up the fact that those two compete. That's fun for me. Let's see. Then it's time to roast the sweet potatoes. Okay, so there's a quick shot because Milliam is just like, how did you make these potatoes taste so good? This is incredible. I love this. And they wonder, like, what is she eating? And then there's a cut to two guys who are, like, worshiping at the altar for Milliam. They're dragon worshippers. And I know who they are because they get introduced in the manga. But this is like, so Slime Diaries is introducing two characters that might be in the second part of the animated season of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Like, they might show up, but if you haven't read the manga or the light novel, you don't know who these dudes are. So that's really weird. Like, if I hadn't been reading the manga ahead, I would have been like, who the fuck were these dudes? Like, they get weirdly introduced, kind of, but not by name or anything. Just that they're, like, bummed that Milliam isn't there. And I was like, that's weird. Anyway, there's a little cute little scene with Geld and the other orcs. Like, Geld offers his sweet potato up to the altar where his dad is, but they're all like, hey, come eat with us. And also the cute little orc girl, or not orc girl, the goblin girl that hangs out there a lot, is always around, is there. And that's very fun. She seems to be everywhere, and I love that. Oh, yeah. Then Trini makes a emotional speech about how now that the harvest is done, so is she. And, she hopes to see Rimuru again, and thank you so much, but it's time for her to go. And then she dissipates. And then Rimuru is like, oh, she's gone. Wait. And, of course, she's at her bar. She just dissipated from the field and went to the bar. And is just, like, acting like, what? What did you think I was doing? And I was, it's like, it's a good gag, but it's a gag I saw coming. All right, let's panel line this before we add more stuff onto it, because this is like a lot of small little details here. And so we can get some panel lining done on this. And then we'll start talking about other anime while I get this panel lined here, just using the brown. I like brown on the red like this. Good coloring. Okay. The Saint's magic power is omnipotent. Last week's episode was all about Arya, who is the other girl that was reincarnated, or she was isekai'd, and that's fine. But let's get back to our main girl and see what's going on with our friend Sai. Sai has access to the Forbidden Library, and it is forbidden knowledge in so much as you cannot take books out of this library. They are literally chained to the walls, and like the chains reach the table, so you could take a book off a shelf, put it on a table, and read it. So this is definitely like old shit. Let's see. Also Drews is there, and Drews is, just ugh. Anyway, she's Sai's there looking to make new, better healing potions, and Drews theorizes that she might be able to infuse herbs used in those potions with magic. So if the herbs were infused with magic, then she could make better potions, and anyone could make better potions with those herbs. And she's like, that sounds great. How do I do that? And he's like, I have no idea. So Sei does some experiments. They don't really work. Drews talks about unrelated. He talks about magic that he's heard of but never seen called Saintly Conjure. Apparently, saints have a magic ability no one else has where they can conjure things. And he doesn't know how it works. And she's like, is that in any way related to what I'm trying to do? And he's like, no. Because he is so obvious, he just wants to see if she can do cool magic that he's kind of heard about but never seen, because he's an asshole. So she's like, okay, well, again, this has nothing to do with what I'm all about. So whatever. Maybe I'll try that conjuring later. Um, so uh, by concentrating on her feelings of wanting to help, she ends up imbuing plants with her magic, and she doesn't know how it happened. And she can't do it again. Um, but the result is stronger potions, which she wants. And she would love to figure it out because, Sai's going to have to go on an expedition. They're going to kill monsters. I mean, the whole reason she was summoned in the first place was because uh, there is this miasma in the air that turns creatures into monsters. So people have to go out into the forest to fight these monsters. So they need the saint to come help them out. So that's why she got summoned in the first place. Like that's why she's here. Okay, so this goes here. This. Great. We're building our chess piece. We're going to panel line this with black because it's the purple. And the black looks real good on this purple. So we'll just do that. We don't have to do much panel lining on this piece, but we'll just get a little bit here. Because it's going to, a bunch of things are going to be connected to it, but it'll still look way nicer with a little panel lining. Anyway, so she has to go on this trip, but Hawk is going with her. And of course, the dudes see her off, and then Drew's is there. She and Hawk have a nice little tender moment because, you know, they're like, he's definitely sweet on her, and she's somewhat aware, but like also very embarrassed by the fact that he is so into her. Doesn't quite know what to do with it, which is adorable. And they meet in some monsters. There's a monster attack, which is the point of them being there. But then they're ambushed, and then like Drews does some magic, Hawk does some magic as well as being like a cool knight. But Hawk gets bitten, and it's like that is enough to trigger the magic within, the conjuring magic, which allows Sei to not only destroy all the monsters on the field, which is a big deal, obviously, but she does also, in that moment, cleanse the river that had all the miasma in it, which is like a big deal. So the monsters fade away, and then you don't have new monsters showing up. So that is a big fucking deal for Sai to be able to pull off. And everyone is pretty fucking psyched about that shit. Why wouldn't they be? And that's the end of the episode. Is Sai has unlocked some sort of magic ability to cleanse, which is, if she can harness it, be very helpful in preventing death and also maybe stopping all of this miasma and bad monsters. It won't help her in the love department, which is the other part of the show, but you know, she keeps the guys in her life safe, so that's cool. Let's see. So this is going to go like this, and this is going to go like this. Did that. Okay. So yeah. I love this show, Saint's Magic Powers Omnipotent. It's one of my 2 favorite shows this season. It just so happens to be in this block of shows that I really like. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. There's a new season coming out next season. This is just quick little thing in this episode. Elma, we finally see Elma, the dragon who loves sweets and doesn't have any money. That is her. Those are her 2 things. She works with Kobayashi, and she works paycheck to paycheck, and the next paycheck's coming, so she's out of money. So her tummy rumbles at noon, 3, and 8 p.m., and everyone hands her a snack. Everyone's very nice because she's a nice girl, and they feel bad, and they remember what that's like. So they're all like, hey, we'll help you out. We remember what this is like, so yeah, and it's nice. It's nice of them. They're being sweet. All right, so these instructions don't make a lot of sense. It goes like this, and then you want to push back on it. Oh, push it all the way and then put it in. Okay. working on our arms here, and like I said, this doesn't quite match up right here. Okay, I guess that's right. I'll find out later when I go to try to finish this if I did these wrong, but I think I did them right. I'm not sure though, but I'll find out. This looks good. Let me see. Ooh, that actually doesn't look good. That doesn't look right. Okay, so this goes like this, and then this little part goes here, and then that goes like that. All right, that looks better. Okay. All right, I think I got this right, folks. I'm feeling better about how these arms go together. This looks better. Okay. Because that does look like it should be flush there. Yeah. Okay. Great. Less worried about that. Okay. I've been waiting since I watched the episode yesterday to talk to you about the lovely episode that we had of Super Cub, my favorite show this season. If you were like Pat, I can watch one anime this season. What should I be watching? I would tell you to watch Super Cub. It's on Funimation. It is worth the subscription just for it. So you get them every Wednesday. But but if you didn't want to, if you want to wait until the end of the season, you could. This is the highest recommendation. It is just such a fun, cool little slice of life. It finally got weird because they're like, look, the girl is sad. That's not weird. Girls loving motorcycles getting into a thing. That's not that weird. It is kind of weird that these two girls found each other and they both like kind of archaic modes of transportation, like old school archaic modes of transportation. That's a little weird. Like, I'll give it to you. But this episode got actually weird, which is great. I love it. Let's see. We need D and G1, which is H. This is F1, G2, F2. Where's G1? G1 is this one. Ah, got it. Okay. G1 5. We gotta. Sorry, folks. I got to get rid of this person, and I need to ban them. Ban that account. Get out of here. You're deleted. You're banned. Sorry about that. Gotta do a little housekeeping there. Okay. It's probably getting too cold for Raiko and Koguma to hang out. Like they eat lunch on their bikes and talk outside, outside of school, and probably can't keep doing that because it's getting colder. They're gonna have to start thinking about winter gear. Neither really has the budget because one is kind of on a fixed income, and the other spent a lot of her money getting a new bike after her summer adventure caused her to need a new bike. So they're trying to figure out how to get winter gear. Okay, so then she comes by. We met her. She works in the student council. They helped her out last episode. She's the girl from the opening that we hadn't seen yet. And she is like SHII, so I call her she. She's just like, hey, my parents own a bakery and work at a bakery because Raiko stops in there. She's like, let me treat you. I just bought a used espresso machine because I'm really into espresso because I really like Italian stuff. So let me come by and I will make you an espresso as a thank you. And my folks wanted to say thank you as well for helping me out. And they're like, sure, we will go do that. So she's just on a regular bicycle, so they follow her along, and it's very fun to just see her just trying to bike with them slowly driving behind her. And okay, so they go in, and the bakery is very German inspired. Like all the foods are German. This is like the style of it. As the bakery, but in the corner there is an American style diner, and it's like, what is happening right now? Koguma is very confused. Like, why is there like an American 50s style diner right inside like a German style restaurant or like bakery? And why is like she's outfit as a waitress like clearly Italian, and then she wants to bake espresso? What the fuck is happening? Um, she was a little meek, but she's like very expressive when it comes to like working. But like in school, she's a little meek, so it's kind of fun to see her. And then later, Koguma references that, but we get to see that first. Um, Later, Koguma and Reiko are searching for gear, and Koguma gets the idea to buy handlebar covers. You've seen those for like delivery people that have the handlebar covers. And Reiko does not enjoy this idea, but it is cheap and it works, so she goes along with it. But yeah, she's not as happy because it's not cute. But they get that, which will help because it means they don't have to get better gloves, but it still doesn't like solve the problem. Lastbrook says, I had not actually. Oh. Lastbrook, do you mean that at that point you had not seen like, you hadn't noticed that she's like a lot more, that she is way more expressive with like her dad than she was at school, like asking for things? I had noticed that, but that she was just like, she comes alive a little bit more. But maybe you hadn't noticed it at that point until you saw it later, but I had seen it there. Oh, you'd never seen handlebar covers. That's what you meant. Oh, yeah. So in New York, there are a lot of people who do delivery on mopeds, and handlebar covers are like a thing that are literally attached to a lot of mopeds so that your hands, you don't need heavy gloves. You could just put your hands in there and then they warm them. So I have seen those before, and I was familiar with them. But yeah, and that is certainly a northern thing. You probably don't need them in Texas, Slashwork. So anyway, the price is right for those. Way cheaper than getting new gloves or always wearing a big jacket. But they're not done yet. They head to She's for celebratory coffee, because they're like, hey, we solved one of our problems. Let's go get coffee. And they get to meet She's mom, who is like bleach blonde and wearing like she's really into America, which is why the cafe is like a diner. And they're kind of like notice that like she seems nice, but like dad loves Germany, mom loves America, and she is into Italy. And honestly, it is like for real, feels like the first really weird thing in the show. Like outside of two girls happening to both be into, like I said, both of them being into riding cubs. The fact that like this girl, like her dad wants a German bakery. She's like, you need to retire so that I can make this an Italian bakery. And then like her mom is like very embarrassing to her because she's like, you know, really into American culture, like 50s American culture. It's odd. Like the whole thing is odd, but really fun. And then Koguma imagines she'll probably stop by She's now and again. Like she doesn't have a lot of money to really do that, but she likes the place. And, you know, it's not hard to get to with her cub. So she's like, I guess I'll probably stop in now and again. But also maybe, you know, she kind of likes her as a person, which is cute. Anyway, it's a cute episode. I highly recommend it. It comes to the highest recommendation. It is my favorite show this season by a long shot. I mean, I like the Saints' magic powers Omnipotent. I think it's fun. What's it my watch? I kind of unclear if they're actually paying for any of that food. So Lashbrook, it seems like they're paying for the coffee, but the dad has been, you know, like her kid's friend shows up. So I think that they haven't paid for all of the food, but it does feel like that Reiko has a coffee there every day, so I feel like she pays. But when they're together, I think they're getting like a bit of a discount. Is my guess. Um, but yeah, it seems like they still gotta go and pay for some stuff, but they're getting a few perks for being friends with she and helping her out of a bind. Uh, but yeah, let's see. Let me talk about the shows I'm watching this season and looking through. My Hero Academia season 5 has been solid. I'm kind of waiting for the second half of the season because I liked this battle, but I'm waiting for it to like kick off and see what else comes out of it. I'm waiting for the fallout of it, I guess, and more to do with other things that are happening. Although we might see something cool happening soon, like literally this weekend. So excited about that. Dragon Ghost House Hunting is fine. I kind of want it to be a little snappier. I don't know. We're getting some interesting stuff, but it's fine. It's just not necessarily my favorite show. I like the premise, but it's not, it's not doing everything I would like it to do. Let's Make a Mug 2. It's not as much about pottery as I would like. I would like it to be more about pottery and less just like, it's cute girls being into a thing, and we love that here. But I wish it was more of that. More of them doing the thing. Soma Spider So What keeps getting better. I'm digging it. Those Snow White Notes, first episode I liked. Don't really like where it's going. I'm not a huge fan of what's happening in the show. I wish I loved it more than I do. I think it's just fine. But I wish that it was incredible. I just so wish that it was incredible. And it's not. And what else is out there? Welcome to Demon School. Didn't like the first little mini arc. I'm liking this new arc that just kind of started. So I'm excited about that. I'm Killing Slimes has been great. That's one of my favorites this season. I'm Killing Slimes, 300 years maxed on my level. Fantastic. There's some stuff I'm watching on my own. Like I don't watch it every week. Like Tokyo Revengers, I don't love. I kind of like. I like it. It's weird, and I don't think they're ever going to really explain what the fuck is happening, because I don't think anyone's ever going to know what's happening. But it's fine. And yeah. At the end of the season, I'll be able to talk more about Zombie Land Saga, Zombie Idol. Saga, which is great. Revenge is the second season, and that's been great. Let's see. We didn't raid TQ last night because TQ is wrapping up her stream, so we are going to raid TQ tonight, who is playing Animal Crossing. So we're going to go give TQ a raid once I figure this out. We will go give her some love because we haven't done that. So please feel free to come on this raid with me. Please do. I'll be back on Saturday. We'll be working on the Moon Gundam. We barely got any of this done. I'll get a photo of the Moon Gundam here. We got a little bit of it done. The chest, we're moving on to the head. And we will continue to hang out and do cool stuff. My rating thing is working this time, which is great. It wasn't before. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Please come along on this raid. TQ fucking absolutely rules. And we'll have a cozy, fun stream with her. And then Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, back at it again, working on this kit. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you for, again, to Silver Streak out there for giving those subs. Thank you for people who are renewing. Welcome to our new subscriber. And I'll see you next time on the next stream. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you in the future. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.